Hello, greetings, and salutations, everyone. My name is Mr. Glitch, and welcome to this video. Another tier list. Yes, but this ain't any other tier list. No. This is the tier list of my 2020 thumbnails that I used in 2020. However, it's more thumbnails that I used and made in 2020. Some of these have not seen the light of day, but they were made in 2020 with ideas in mind. So some of these weren't used yet, but they are being planned to be used. Not sure when, but excuse me, they will be used. Okay. So little spoilers for you if you ever see a thumbnail that wasn't used yet. Okay, but they were made in 2020, so that's why they're here. Okay, so let's get this going, shall we? First up is this one right here. Yes, I'm even using the ones I made. So, how I felt about this thumbnail is, well, I always feel indifferent to, how I specifically make my thumbnails. And, I always feel like the ones I made are not usually very good. Oh, by the way, because I'm using a specific site in order to make this, this tier list, there might be a little something like this in the corner over here. But if I press cancel or X, it'll get rid of the picture, so yeah, I don't want that to be the case, but there's nothing I can do about it, so alright. So anyway, back to what I was saying. This thumbnail right here, the Where Am I one. So, this one was made for a specific video. I think, I'm gonna give it a B. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a, actually a C. I'll give it a C. It deducts points because, it also, I don't think in the video I explained where was I, or what happened, or whatever, and what have you, so I'm deducting points and putting that in C, so, yeah. Alright, the next one, the ketamine one. Now, I'm proud of this one, which, it's very hard for me to be proud of my own thumbnails, because I feel like, ever since I got Deadly Black to be my thumbnail guy, I always felt like, like, his would be the end-all be-all of awesome thumbnails and stuff like that, but I felt like I didn't do half bad with this one. It's because the ones that I'm proud of, like, the look that I'm proud of, is the fact that I went with a, like a psychedelic background, because, well, it's a drug, so, and, I did ask, so Deadly Black did kind of help with this one. He made, my character pose as if he was high. As you can see, my character looking at his hands, I told him that I want my character to look at, his hands like he's high, and his pupils are like huge. You can't really see them, but they're like right there. They're huge, and he's like staring at his hands and stuff like that. So he's like out of his fucking mind at that point. I just found these two pictures somewhere and I just put them in because I thought having a bottle of ketamine would be perfect for this because, well, it's Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine. So, what, but that doesn't hold a candle to what I really am proud of when it comes to that, and that's the shadow effect that I gave the Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine. It originally wasn't going to be in this font. I was going to go find a font that was very druggy looking. That looked like the typing itself was on drugs. But I decided to go with something a little more kooky. So I thought, why not the Earthworm Jim font? So I used the Earthworm Jim font instead. It was the Earthworm Jim 3D font, by the way. So that's why I have it. I thought it was a bit kooky and weird looking, so that's what I went with. It was originally going to be in black, but I didn't but I did the shadow effect by accident, I guess. So like, I was originally going to have it black, but then I realized black looked really weird with the psychedelic background. So I decided to make it a lighter color and do it white. And I was originally going to have the white, the white over the black. You know, so it would block out that I even used black to begin with. But I actually wound up having this badass looking shadow effect. So I thought, hey, you know, that's actually pretty cool. Maybe the light and dark side, you know, to the drug or something. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. I am pretty proud of that one, is what I'm saying. So, ketamine gets an A. I am proud of it, but I wouldn't call it S. Maybe if this was my own made thumbnail tier list, then I would put it in S, because it's the best one I've ever did. Next one. The Christmas one. Now, I'm going to say this, alright? I'm always a little biased when it comes to all the characters being on screen, because I'm very heart-filled about that sort of shit, you know? Because, you know, these characters do mean a lot to me, you know, and it's very nice of Deadly Black to put up with that kind of shit, because I know, like, some people with characters can be quite annoying. You know, so I do like this one, definitely. When I put in S, well, with all the thumbnails that I've done, you know, with all the thumbnails that I did for Christmas, this is the better one. You know, but I think I'm gonna put it between... I think I'm gonna put it right here, between S and... Between S and A. Between S and A. I want to show that I'm not really that biased when it comes to this, but at the same time, don't want to hurt no damn feelings here, you know. You know, Deadly Black's a good man. He's been helping me a lot, especially with the thumbnails. You know, this just so happens to be the first one that came up. So, yeah, I'm gonna have it between S and A, because I don't want to go fully S or fully A with it. Fully S will show that I have a bias, you know, when it comes to these thumbnails, and putting an A would make me feel like it's not good enough, when that's not the truth, you know. So I'm gonna do it between S and A, you know, because I guess you could say is the reality of it is that I don't know, you know, like I don't specifically know how this is going down with this one. So between S and A. Alright, so next one. The next one is yes, this one. This was another one that I made. Well, Deadly Black again helped with all the characters taking a bow. This was, true fact, This was going to be the end. I figured, though, that maybe, how about just how about just finishing off two LPs that I liked the most, which was Voodoo Vince and Psychonauts at the time. So I thought of, finishing up these two, then I was just going to leave. My channel was going to be done. It was going to stay up so everyone can watch it, but, I was just going to leave. But, however, because of this video, because of this stream, mind you, I actually decided to just come back and stay back instead. But, however, if I'm fighting between this one and this one, and I was impressed with this one too because of all the colors. The colors would like to bring attention. My use of, like, true story. These are individual pictures. These are individual, like, I had to spell out, is this, because it was very hard to find a transparent picture of is and this. So I just decided to find the letters and decided to put them together in order to make a sentence. And then the end was already, a thing here. I told Dudley Black that I would like all my characters so far to take a bow. Almost as if I was leaving, and it originally was, but after this, I decided that why I loved it so much, like why I loved making videos so much, and I guess maybe I just really did need a break. I just needed a longer break, that's all. It just matters how much the break is. So anyways, before rambling on a little too much further, between the C and the A here, I am more impressed with the ketamine one than I am this one. But I am going to put this in B because I do think the color kind of complements all the other pictures that are on board with this. And that's why I like it. Now strap your butts in, everyone, alright? This is going to be a very long video because I have a lot of thumbnails to go through. Alright, so now this one. What's happening? Yes. This thumbnail may look like it has been done by Deadly Black, but this one was actually done by me. But Deadly Black did help yet again with my character in his thinking pose. So the story behind that pose is that it's a Dexter pose from Dexter's laboratory. I gave him a picture of Dexter and as a thing, and then I decided to have him, have my character pose like that. As for what's happening, I again had to find a picture of the words going together, what's happening, and stuff like that. And I liked Gary's mod back then, so I also used Gary's mod. So this one, I'm gonna say I put a little more effort into it, but this one will be a C and B combination, because this one I did put in a little effort, but I didn't put up too much effort, but the background still looks nice. And I guess at the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to go for, is that the background looks nice. The next one, whoo boy, yeah, this one, yes, the Tasmanian Tiger. Alright, I loved playing this game. I'm not sure if I was playing I was playing the Xbox version for a while on my channel, and then I just kind of used the Steam version. Alright, so this one, I really do like this one. The Thai one, I will admit, but I guess I didn't see this happening. This, I'm gonna minus points on this one, but, okay, if Deadly Black, if you're watching this, you don't get minus points. Not you, me, I get minus points. Because, here, this right here, there's two ties here. I'm minusing points for me because I gave him this picture to work off of, and well, I didn't see, like, I didn't mind that you know, the boss character was there. That was fine, you know, but yeah, there's another tie in the background, so I'm minusing points for me for giving him a picture that still had another tie in the picture. You know, we'll say that would be I would say between B and A. So let me explain that for a minute. It was originally going to be full-fledged A because I liked it. You know, I really did, but I don't see it as an S tier. But it was going to be fully A till I had to deduct points for it for giving him that picture. So that's why it's in between A and B. Alright, hope you're staying with me here. Hey. Stay awake, okay? I know this is boring, but there's still more. We're not even close to done yet. Okay, turbo dismount. I liked this one. I really did like this one. Oh. This was after I told them to remove the thing on her head, and that's cool. I like how everyone has a specific fall pattern and stuff like that with all the characters. So I thought it was cool. This was I think before they were more characters. There are still going to be more, by the way. Okay, I feel like I should probably bring this up. I am only tier listing the thumbnails that were made for the LPs, not the LPs themselves. That will be for another tier list if everyone really wants it. This one, I believe this one will definitely be a full frontal A. Because this one was good. This is another one of those ones that isn't S, but it's good. It's very good. Okay, Ratchet and Clank. This one was near and dear to my heart. Now, like I said, if I was biased, I would if I was biased, I'd easily make this the S one. I will be making ones S, no worries. There are S rank ones here. But I do believe Ratchet and Clank is not one of them. If I was, to count the LP into this would probably stoop down to a B rank. You know, if I was talking about the LP, or the stream that I did for this would stoop down to B rank, or even C rank. Because, well, what happened? The game itself didn't do nothing wrong, but yeah. But anyways, I really do like this. Oh. But anyways, I really do like this one. I'm gonna put this in B. Only because there's not much going on, but I do like you know what? Yeah, actually, yeah, because there's not much going on, but, you know, I really do like it. Half-Life. Okay. This one. Okay, I really do like the look of this one. Do I believe that this should be an S rank? Not really. Only because Black Mesa is going to be coming, you know, and I'm pretty sure he could probably come up with something probably pretty good, or maybe something equally as good. And that's not why I'm putting in A. I'm just putting it in A because, well, because I do like the action pose, you know, that my character is in. So I think because of the action pose alone, really, and because Half-Life is fun, not only is Half-Life fun, but it captures like, what is fun about Half-Life? It's taking a crowbar to a fucking head crab. That's what's fun about it. You know, and he captured that perfectly. Like I said, these things are gonna be here. There's nothing I can do about it. Next one is this one. My duo stream mixed with another Q&A, I guess, because I guess I thought people had questions about, you know, hey, you know, am I leaving or whatnot, you know, or turns out nobody gave a two fucking shits if I was leaving or not, but that's alright. I really didn't. I am for once going to put this at S because I really did like the Division, and I will admit I did help by, you know, with some of these I did help by giving him a scenario, like the Ty the Tiger one. I gave him that scenario of Ty teaching me how to use a boomerang, and he went with it. As for ones like Ratchet and Clank, Half-Life, and Turbo Dismount, I don't think I gave him scenarios for those ones. I just said go nuts, and he gave me these, and I thought they were good. But the reason why this one gets S is because I do like how he divided. You know, how he split these two games up, and the fact that completely, like, I'm not sure if this was by accident or very intentional on his half, but he captured the end of, near the end of both games in the background. So that's added bonus points. This would have been an A, but with the bonus points it made it an S. So yeah, only because the style of the Division was amazing. I should not call it Division. I'm pretty sure that's not what Division means. It doesn't split anything. It just kind of... Oh, actually, Division does split things. I don't know. I'm an idiot, okay? My education is slowly leaving me. So, you know... This was the fan favorite for, like, the ending, I think. Like, near the ending. This was the fan favorite. This was another one of the thumbnails. I did not give him a scenario. I just told him I need a thumbnail for Splatoon 2, and he just kind of said, you know what, fuck it. Here you go. You know, here it is, you know. I was going to say, bonus points for getting my favorite weapon in Splatoon, the dualies, but I think it's because he's seen in Splatoon video of mine that I mentioned that dualies were my favorite, you know, so only because they were like 2 pistols or 2 gas pumps. They look like gas pumps. For this one, I say I'll give it an A. Alright, so the next one, this was the Twitch highlight thumbnail. It's basically just a fucking picture. Why is this here? Well, it's a 2020 thumbnail. I used it as a thumbnail, so anything used as a thumbnail counts as a thumbnail, you know. So this one for me gets an F, only because I did not do anything creative with it. It's basically just a fucking picture. I would say, you know, at least it's colorful. However, I am going to add points that it makes sense, and it's colorful. So, it'll be E. It'll be E instead of F, which means, but, however, that just means that it's mostly just, you know, just because it functions as what it's supposed to be. Veggie Killer. Alright. This game. I gave this game, like, true story, off recording, off live here. I did give this game like 3 more different chances. I started liking it. True story, I did. I started liking it, you know, because maybe I started to, you know, understand this game, but I'm still pissed that my character is slow as dirt, but you have like fast fucking characters. But you don't have a sprint button. Okay? So, the thumbnail. I felt like the thumbnail itself, I really did like my character in the pose, you know, of me just kind of whooshing around, and you know, I just like it. It looks pretty cool. However, I really don't want to say this. I really don't want to say this. I really don't, but I'm doing a tier list. I have to be honest. So, but, again, Lady Black, I'm not meaning to hurt your feelings here. You know, I think you did a wonderful job with this thing, but, however, I guess what deducts points for me is that, maybe using this face once would have been fine. Maybe like this one right here. And I would have liked more to see of these eyes on the rest of these. Because I felt like these eyes made more sense. Because in the game, they're big and bulgy like these ones. You know, they didn't look like this, you know. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to deduct points for that. But that's okay. This will be at B. It would, if it were at LP decision, this would be much lower. This one, you guys never saw this one. True fucking story. Never saw it. Yeah, Gorn. I was actually going to do that for the channel, but I realized that I wanted to test out the PlayStation version. Like, I got it on the PlayStation, okay? But, I wanted to test out the game first, see how it would, you know, control. Spoiler alert, I didn't like it. The PlayStation 1 sucked. I hated it. I guess because I'm used to moving around with an analog stick. And maybe that was my downfall. But, you know, this definitely would have been cool. Maybe if I did it on, like, the Quest, or if I ever had a PC VR. So this one actually does go for S, because I really did love the bloodshed, you know. This was another one of those where I helped him with the scenario. Sword in one hand, screaming to the heavens with the war paint on their face, you know, and he handled, you know, the rest of it. And then, bam, this glorious masterpiece was made, you know. And when I first saw it, I fucking came in my pants. It was amazing. Loved it. We're gonna move on to the next one, which is this one. Gross Out. Alright, the story behind this one is that, I wanted us... The only thing I asked for him to do, okay? There's two things I asked for him on this thumbnail. One, I wanted me and whatever else to be fighting with plungers. And then the second one, I wanted him to make it as nasty as possible. I wanted him to make it gross, because the game I was playing was Gross Out Battle for Sludge Valley. I wanted to make it gross, and I feel like he delivered on that one. You know what I'm saying? I think it looks very, very nasty with all the drool. I think that's a shit-eating monster, by the way. So, bonus points for that, you know? The only thing is that there was no shit-eating monster in the game, but he didn't know that, so that was more of a miscommunication on my half, I guess. But, regardless, it gets an S, because, you know, not only am I biased with the game, but, I really do like how this turned out. I liked it. Okay, so the next one is Ocarina of Time. Oh boy, yes, I streamed this before on YouTube, before YouTube changed the whole streaming thing. Again, if anybody is willing to help me out there, if anybody knows how to do that, then that would be much appreciated. What I liked about this thumbnail right here, is that I like how my character is like holding all the shit that is needed for this game. The Hylian shield, the Master Sword, the Ocarina is right there on the hip, and Navi's right there. I would say this was an A, only because much like with Ratchet and Clank, you know, there's not much going on. He is in an awesome pose though, so that's what makes it, you know, the 2 bonus points that it got, which left it in A, was that he is in an awesome pose, and the fact that Navi is there, you know, is always going to be bonus points with me. So, next one. You might think we did this one already, but no. That one was mostly for Voodoo Vince, but I didn't have a standalone Voodoo Vince thumbnail back then. I just kind of had that one, so this one's for Psychonauts, standalone. I think this one was cool. As I asked him, I asked for my character to be in the Raz pose. I'm going to put that in B, because again, much like the Ratchet and Clank, there's not much going on. I feel like I'm going to move Ratchet and Clank to A and B. There's not much going on, but he got both the characters. So he got both the characters in there. He got the iconic Rhino in there, so like that. There's not much going on with Psychonauts though, just standing in the spiral, which the spiral is cool. You know, like I said, don't get me wrong. I love this thumbnail. Not much going on. But then again, with some thumbnails, there doesn't really need to be very much going on. You know, what I'm saying is irrelevant, maybe, I don't know. But I do like it. Alright, so the next one is Chex Quest. Chex Quest. How I feel about this one. This one looked like I was integrated into the picture. Looks like my character was integrated into the picture. So, this was actually pretty cool. But I am going to put it in B because I feel like the points were more deducted for, I think, me, because I think I might have chosen this background. I'm positive that I probably did, because it was the only picture I could bring up. But it was because it was the only picture I could find of this game. I couldn't find anything like interesting about this game in order to use it. And the title was the only thing that was interesting. So, unfortunately, it's going to be a B. Doom 64. Alright, this one definitely for me is an S, because I really liked how this turned out. Like, if you were to see this right here, you know, I like how there's extra blood things there. I like how he's made it look like my character actually was in hell and whatnot. So that definitely does get an S rank there. S tier. Don't know why I keep calling it rank. Okay, this is another one of those that I never really got to get around to using. Paper Mario. I was going to go back and use it. I think I did go back and use it, actually. If not, then... So, with this one, I'm not going to fault it. It actually looks pretty damn cool. I like that he got every single partner there, and every single one, you know. So, that one will be an A. Not quite an S, but good enough to be an A. Now, this one. Alright, this one was definitely... I did help for this one. Alright. But this one very soonly became my favorite, because I liked the pose, and the pose, like, wasn't even part of the background when we were using it before. That's an S. That's an S. I love how my character, you know, I love how the pose just goes with this background. Like, it looks like an all-out fucking war is going on. You know what I'm saying? And I just warped straight in the middle of it, you know. Donkey Kong Country, like I said, keep in mind. I said this was not about the LP, this was more about the thumbnail itself. So, I like this one. You know, it definitely did do its job, and it definitely did deliver with all that, that vine swinging. I'm pretty sure there was vine swinging. I think it did a good job. I think, I definitely do like the Donkey Kong. So, this definitely is an A. I wouldn't technically put it as a B, because there technically is still things going on. You know, but this one, Destroy All Humans. This one was more my fault than his fault, really, with this thumbnail. I love the game. The game was amazing. You know, the game's not at fault, you know. It's not the game's fault. It's my fault for choosing a shitty picture. I felt like, you know, with everything going on in this game, I felt like I could have chose something a bit more, I don't know, action-based, but I decided to go for something that says, look at this beautiful game instead, which I see as a B. You know, that was more my fault because I chose the background. Next one. Okay, I believe this one was actually kind of fun to look at. Actually, I really did like looking at this one. This one's actual good one. He's got like that, the little blur in the background to say that I'm ripping ass. I'm going right through the whole thing. So where would I put this one? I'd put it in S because I'd say it's just really fun to look at. You know? This definitely was another one of those successful ones. Alright, this one. This one did a good, I'm gonna say this. This one did a good job on saying, you know, what exactly, you know, like advertising exactly what it was. I would say this one is a little better than all the other desk ones that I have. You know what I'm saying? So this one will definitely be a B. Definitely like a full-fledged B, because it's better. I guess over time when it came to the desk ones, you know, they weren't, like the other desk ones weren't really supposed to be thumbnails, but I wound up using them as thumbnails anyway. But that one definitely was used as thumbnail and was made for one too. Now, 2016 Doom. At first, I was gonna one-off this game because I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but now that I knew what I was doing, I'll probably bring this game back. Actually, there definitely is, I would say this Doom's more of an A than an S, you know. 64 looks a little better, you know. Although it looks like my character's about to get blasted by this guy, but I mean, the 64 one just looks like I am in actual hell. You know, cutting and shooting my way through. Not shooting myself. Shit, I'm sorry. not shooting myself. But yeah, I'm just cutting and shooting my way through. You know, that's, so yeah, that one definitely gets an A. So, Shadow the Hedgehog. I actually liked this one. I would say against all the other ones, I feel like the Shadow the Hedgehog one, definitely was cool. I did ask him to add Benjamin in there, because I felt like, it would make sense, because, you know, Benjamin, you know, is a character that likes to solve a lot of things with violence and stuff like that, so I guess you could see us as the evil and neutral path, you know, kind of. So I wouldn't say B, I would say, I would definitely say that this one gets to be A. It doesn't beat the others, but it definitely is worth looking at. This one, okay. Now, this was not exactly a thumbnail. This was just a picture of what I used for a short but funny, or a small story. I couldn't remember which one it was, but it was that "This is why Victor doesn't invent things anymore" one. Yeah, I used this background back here You know, not what's in front of you right here, you know, the Glitchling Army, you know, with all that shit. I don't have the picture anymore. I couldn't find it, so only because it's a picture am I putting this, I'm putting this one at F, because, you know, not for what this picture is. What this picture is, it was a banner I was working on, so for the Glitchling Army YouTube channel, that's where me and Junior Nitro are doing videos over there. We barely do any now, but we do when we can. We do when we can. But I'm deducting points because that was absolutely, you know, dumb. It was just a picture. So this one, all right. This was basically just a picture I found online. All I really did was put X's over his eyes. I'm at least going to say it gets a fucking F, but because I put in a lot more effort with this one, I'm gonna put it in E, because at least I actually put in some effort, you know, into making it, even though it's just like a picture. Poker night, all right. Poker night at the inventory. Okay, so I asked him to try to get all these characters as much as I could. I would just try and get all these characters. If could not, at least fill the chair with somebody else. So we didn't have a THICC model, I guess, or a super bad model, it seems like. We had to make do with Joker. I thought Joker would be a good choice because, you know, him being with the Phantom Thieves, I think thieves really do like to, you know, would like to gamble, you know, and so I put them together, so I thought Joker would be a good part. I wanted him to have, like, that thought, like, hey, you know, like, where, this mask looks familiar, you know, stuff like that, so I really do like it. And I really do like it. I think it has charm, and I like it. So whether that be an A or a B, you know, I'm actually going to put that in between. I'm actually going to put that in between A and S, actually. Because I really do like it. It has charm. S1. Alright, the Super Smash Brothers, the N64 version. This was back when I was doing very hard mode, you know, on classic mode with everybody. I do like it. I like that everybody's here. I like that I'm ducking for cover. I like that he's in the corner. You know, I really do like it. This one will be A. This one was never really meant to be a thumbnail. It was just meant to be a damn picture that I talk through and stuff like that. But, yeah, I wound up using it as a thumbnail anyway. I'm going to, I'm probably going to put it in B because of that, actually. It was like, and there's going to be another one that is like that. Or maybe I'll put it in C because it was supposed to be, you know, but, you know, like it was made for a different purpose, but actually wound up being another. Moving on. Portal 2, to be precise. Okay. So, Portal 2, I feel looked pretty good and got the point across. A full A right here. This one. So this thumbnail right here definitely was for the stream, the catch-up stream that I was doing for Sonic the Hedgehog, which is Sonic 06. Don't know why this game was the fan favorite, but it was. Alright. Well, anyways, I remember me saying that I was gonna regret this, and he just went with my feeling and made this thumbnail, and I gotta say, it definitely did feel like it, and you know, I really do like this thumbnail. I'm not sure if I'm gonna ask him to redo, like, the Sonic 06 thumbnail, you know, like this belongs in S, by the way. Like, the one that I made, that I said, a shitty game deserves a shitty thumbnail. You know, I was thinking of replacing that one with the new one. Victor Molina and, well, Junior Nitro 24. So the funny part about that is that he's gonna have to, I'm gonna have to voice, Victor and Melina, and they're both Australian now, so that's gonna be tough. So the next one is also a stream. My Donkey Kong 64 one. I like it. I wasn't expecting me laying on the ground doing a pose and shit. That was cool. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna put this though at B because well, like like I said with the Ratchet and Clank one, you know, and the Psychonauts one, there ain't much going on here, you know. This was basically just a background in my opposed character, which is good. It's fine. Like I said, I like thumbnails. I like his thumbnails regardless of what they are. The Evebot one. Okay, so I do like this one. This was actually cool. I like little bot, you know, and I like that word in the sky and shit. You know, it's cool. It's cool. I'm definitely gonna put that in, I'm definitely gonna put that in A. There's a lot of them. I know there's a lot of them that he made that are probably gonna wind up in A. This one, I think this one was made in 2019, but I didn't use it. Or maybe I used it and I don't know, I couldn't remember, but I remember this being one of my requests. There was a St. Patrick's stream going on, and I was gonna do so. I don't know if I ever got around to doing it, but I think this was made in 2019 or maybe even 2020. I feel like it was 2020 though, because in 2019 I didn't have Mr. Glitch here as the face of the channel at the time. I had Victor was supposed to be the face of the channel back then, but you know how that went. So anyways, I'm just gonna judge it as a 2020 if it is a 2019 one. I'm sure it isn't. I'm sure it's a 2020, but yeah. I'm gonna judge this one as another A because it does capture the it does capture what I've wanted it to capture, and that is it just being a holiday looking one, you know. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna move that up to S because that one is a good one. This one, the Granny Simulator. Okay, so now here's where it's going to get wobbly of my judgment with this one, okay? Because I look at this one, but I look at his thumbnail. I feel like his thumbnail is way superior than what I got, which is not an insult or anything. That's like, I'm not saying that he purposely did this or anything, you know. It's like, I just feel like his was more detailed, you know. But however, I liked the fact that our thumbnails were different. In this one, it seemed like we're getting ready to, he's gonna throw the hand grenade, I'm gonna throw the knife. In the video, that's exactly what we fucking did. I threw a knife at him, he threw a fucking hand grenade at me. You know? So, it delivered. It delivered. And then his, delivered on the other one. So, while I do like this one, I like his better, you know, since I'm comparing, you know, this thumbnail to his thumbnail. So comparing my thumbnail, what I got, to his, I'm gonna make this one a B. Because his, you know, comparing those two together, you know, I'd say his was more superior. You know, there looked like there was a lot more going on in that thumbnail than this one. But you know, like I said, that's okay. That's fine. That's completely fine. Okay, I really didn't really give him much to work off of with this one, except for the title here that nobody knows, and that's kind of what he did. He went with was the title of the game. So, and he thought, like, huh? Who are you? You know? Which is funny, because in the anime, that's kind of what they were like, too. Like, who are you again? You know? Like, he always wanted to be famous, but, you know, he never did, you know? Instead, now they all think of him as, like, an asshole hero, rather than an actual good one. Anyways, I think of this as this one is in between A and B one. I feel like this is where my bias is going to show. Okay? Because I see this as beautiful. I see this as gorgeous. Because this one has sentimental value to me. This was, you know, each one of my characters here are acted out scenarios of what I used to be and where I brought up to. Like I said, like the little kid in here is snorting water. That was my very first video, called Snorting Water. My friend snorted water in the bathroom. We even reenacted that one for the remaster. Benjamin is narrating, and I used to be a creepypasta narrator for a very short amount of time. I was a gaming channel, still am now. Then Marie back there is what my announcement channel was going to be. And then these two proposing to each other, these were where the characters came in. Where I started to give them backstories and, you know, stuff like that. So I have sentimental value with this one because it's the anniversary special. So this one might be judged a little more towards biased. So, in conclusion, because I said all that, you know, how it plays, how each character plays a specific role in my past, it gets an S rank. S tier, sorry. I keep saying rank when I should say tier. Okay, so, I'm gonna be honest. When I gave him, you know, I didn't give him an idea for this one. He kind of just went gung-ho on this one. Like, he decided to make this thumbnail, and I gotta say, for the longest time, I think this is why I have it on my channel, too. If you were to look in my channel, you'll see that this picture right here is a close-up. I have this as my background to the channel, actually. I liked how the crystals in the background illuminated. Like, it has like an illuminating feature on it. That's what made me love this one so much. You know, so in order to move this along, because I already see this, it's like an hour and something long, I'm gonna put this in between A and S. I love it, but I'm not entirely sure which one it should be between A or S. Actually, now that I say that I love it, actually, I'm gonna put it to S right here. Okay, so we're gonna try to move this along. The next one's this one, Luigi's Mansion. Alright, I like the boo feature on this one. This one was good. It's definitely got like a spooky feature on it. And you know, it was also because that was the October special, so yeah, it definitely did bring the spook factor in a bit. Spook factor in, so I'm gonna put this in S. There we go. Okay. This one. Okay. So, this one, I love all the characters. I love when all the characters are together. I don't know. Like I said, I always have some sort of a bias with that. But, you know, I love my characters and stuff like that. Especially when, you know, Deadly Black has his own character now, and so does Junior Nitro. So I like having everybody here. And we helped him out in making his own character, and I helped him out with making his own character. Only because I guess in the I should say the prototype Granny Simulator one, he had like a little robot, and I guess I didn't really like the robot. Like, I like something with a face, you know. So this one's an S because that was the Let's Watch thumbnail, and it has all of us just sitting on couches watching the TV and whatnot, so that's kind of what it is, you know. We watch shit together, and, you know, it's cool, it's cool. This one, okay, this one wasn't necessarily supposed to, this is what I'm talking about. This one was not necessarily supposed to be a thumbnail. Again, this was supposed to be one of those pictures I just talked through. You know, because I'm not an animator, I can't animate myself. I wish I could, that would be cool. And my videos would be a hell of a lot different if I could animate. Trust me. If I could animate, I'd be giving out lore, and, you know, I'd be making a lot of, you know, animated based videos if I could. Like, from that point on, I could have continued, you know, the scrapped you know, arc that I was going to do. I could have done the scrapped arc, and I could have done it animated. You know, that way I didn't have to scrap it. I just could animate the whole damn thing. But I can't animate, so I'm going to be talking through pictures instead. And like I said before, this goes in C, only because, you know, like I said, it wasn't necessarily meant to be a thumbnail. It just kind of, somewhere down the road, became a thumbnail. And this one, next one is the Wrath of Cortex one. I really enjoy looking at this one. I really do. I really do. It's a really good thumbnail. It's a really good thumbnail. You know, I really, I guess, really enjoyed the loading screen, I guess, you know, and somewhat, I guess. In some way, you know, I do like it, so. And, this one is in A rank, because it's very nice. Alright, so, Ape Escape 2. Okay, yeah, Ape Escape 2. So, the funny thing is with this one is that it was called Ape Escape before, but Deadly Black pointed out that I was playing 2 instead of 1. So, I'm gonna be deducting points, you know, because that's my fault. But I'm also not deducting, but I'm also adding points because I like the tripping that he did and stuff like that. You know, basically it'll be another one of those in between S and A. So, yippee, you know. Alright, next. Okay, next one is this one. Santa's Rampage. We have me mopping up some blood, and Santa's just sitting there. Now, I thought this LP was nice because I thought the LP was nice because, you know, I did like a little storytelling and whatnot, you know, of the character, and I thought that was pretty cool. You know, but this isn't about the LP, is it? It's about the thumbnail. Now, I really like the picture I chose for him to do. And I did tell him that I wanted to mop up the blood, and the only blood splatter they had is the one in the corner over there, so. Yeah, this one is definitely, oh shit. This one is definitely an A. Definitely. I know there's a lot of A's, there's a lot of B's, you know, there's a lot of A's, there's a lot of S's. I know. It seems like I'm biased here. Alright, next. Okay. So next is this one, GoldenEye 007. Need I really say which one this one gets? Okay, because I'm pretty sure everyone would probably rank this the same exact way if they were in my boots. This one gets an S rank because it just looks cool. I didn't even give him a scenario for this one. He just basically just took the rings. He knew exactly what to do with this one. You know? I just said GoldenEye 007 thumbnail. He's like, say no more. I'll take care of everything. And he just made that thumbnail, and that is amazing. I think, yes, it is definitely an S rank for sure. I keep saying rank, but I mean tier. S tier. Sorry. Okay, Bigfoot. Next is Bigfoot. Okay, I liked the Bigfoot background. I had to tell him to add Bigfoot in the background about to clobber me with a rock. You know? But, yeah, this one was actually a pretty good thumbnail. I mean, it sucks that, you know, the Bigfoot, LP was not as good. But, I mean, that game I felt like was more of there needs to be two people present. You know? So, I'm actually gonna put this one through A and B right here. Meaning, it was good. But, like I said, compared to the others, you know, yeah. Alright, next. Okay, yes. The Championship, Ultimate Trial, and Master Trial thumbnail. I think this looks pretty damn good. You know, I like it. The funny thing is about this, I never knew that I was sitting on a throne until actually looking closer at this thumbnail. You know, I didn't see that. I thought I was just like, I don't know, like sitting on the ground somewhere. I didn't actually realize that till I actually looked closer. And I like it. It actually does a good job at, you know, telling you that this is a serious debacle. Okay? This one definitely deserves at least A. Alright, my Pikmin 2 picture. That's immediately going to be an F. There was absolute no effort put into this thumbnail of mine. So it's going to be an F because there was no effort. I mean, the only way I'd actually put it is at least it was about the game that I was, you know, making a clip for. So it goes in between E and F. Okay, next. Okay, BioShock Remastered. I really love the look of this. The very dark atmosphere, the fact that it definitely looks like the world's underwater, you know, and I liked it. I especially liked the little eye glow of my character with the doll. And, you know, Big Daddy being my favorite character from BioShock, you know, which is funny enough. And my favorite type of Big Daddy is the bouncer, too. So, I'm not sure if he knew that, or maybe he did know that and I told him before that these Big Daddies were my favorite, and that's why he put it in there like that. But all I'm saying is that this is a very good thumbnail. I really like the illumination that comes with, like, the eyes and the lights on Big Daddy. I really enjoyed it, and the dark atmosphere in the background. So, where do I put this one? I'm gonna say that this one's also an S. This one's also an S. Next. I know it seems like I'm going a little fast for you guys, but I mean, like, I really gotta get this going. This counter is saying it's an hour and 31 minutes, so gotta get this moving. Alright, so this one. Okay, so we talked about we just got done with a few minutes ago with the Master Trial and Ultimate Trial and Championship. That one got an A, but I guess this one just has a place in my heart, so that's why I'm going to put it at S. Because that one, you know, the person behind it all, you know, is the guy who's there. So Bim bam boom pop. All right, let's get moving. Next. Okay, Super Mario Galaxy. I made this thumbnail for me and my brother's channel, the Glitchling Brothers. I am kind of happy with this one. I kind of like how this was made. The fact that I made Mario like he jumped straight from the observatory over there. That the fact that it's space as well. I'm happy with this one. Am I as happy with it as the ketamine one, though? I'd probably say I'm somewhat on par with it, yeah? So I would say in between A and B. Meaning I wouldn't say it's the same exact one as the ketamine, but I would say at least pretty good. Next. Okay, Baldi's Basics. Technically, this was for Plus, the one I played on Steam, but I'm pretty sure they're basically the same thing at this point, so it's the same game at this point, but who cares? I loved how how the character looked fucking scared, you know, and chasing him down a dark hallway. I really liked that one. This one's definitely an A in my book. Okay, see, now this is what I was talking about. There are going to be thumbnails that I didn't use yet. So, Beat Saber. Now, I've played Beat Saber for the channel technically before, but this thumbnail wasn't used yet. And, you know, I gotta say, I like it. It's definitely, for me, it's a definite A for me here. It's a definite A. Okay. So, this one is another amiibo tourney, and this one's the more recent one. It's called Amiibo Tourney Rematch. Meaning if anybody were to call rematch on a certain character at the end, like if you feel like they deserve another chance at the end, then I will call a rematch and I will record the rematch to see how it would be. This definitely is another A because, well, I think it's pretty cool. Next! Okay, this one. This is the Ocarina of Time thumbnail that I made for me and my brother's channel, the Glitchling Brothers. So, this one, like I said, I'm very iffy when it comes to, you know, when it comes to my thumbnails. So, for me, I always feel like I could do better than that, you know, and when it comes to that kind of thumbnail, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could do better than that, you know, so I'm definitely going to put that as C. That's a C. We know how this one's going to end, right? Do I even need to say why? This gets an F. No effort. And now we move on to this one. F. No effort. It's just a picture. Sure, it capitalizes on the game that I did the close call for, or whatever, and stuff like that. So I guess technically, since I did this with Fall Guys, I might as well do it with this too. It deserves to at least be E rank, I guess, and E tier. Keep saying rank. I gotta stop it. Well, actually, I'm gonna say. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna redo this. There. That way, it's between. That way, I at least put some effort into knowing that it was at least the game that I was playing. So, at least the game I was playing, but sadly, there was no effort, so that's still an F. Same with this. At least it was the game that I was playing, but still no effort. Game I was playing, but still no effort. I would say the same goes with this one. It was a testing video, sure, but there also was no effort put into this thumbnail. Okay, this was another one of those thumbnails that I was talking about. This was made in 2020, but we never did it. You know, I enjoyed I think I did pretty damn good with this one. I made it so the musical notes were coming out of the boombox speakers, and, well, I didn't have any poses between us doing anything like, you know, arms crossed, you know, stuff like that. I thought that probably would have been a better choice. So, I mean, a deduction of points for that, so I was gonna put that on A, but unfortunately, I'm gonna put it with B. So, next. Okay. Need I say this? EF. Okay, next. Okay. What? This was a thumbnail I used for a short but funny prostate exam one. This one, I would say a C, because at least there was some effort put into it. Actually, I'm gonna kick that back down. That was a D, because there was effort put into it, and it was for something. But I felt like this could have been, you know, something better, but didn't get to. So yeah, that's a D. Okay, the Sephiroth challenge. This was merely just for a clip when I took on Sephiroth on very hard mode. So, in between E and F it goes. No effort, but it was for a game. Alright, now this was the thumbnail I was talking about. I was thinking of having Deadly Black redo this thumbnail, you know, but with like newer characters. I'm not entirely sure, or maybe I should just keep it like this. I mean, it is a shitty game, but anyways, I look at this and see it as a complete failure. I guess I can't judge it too harshly. It was made like a long time ago, but it was used in 2020, so this one is definitely a full-blown E, actually, meaning there was effort, but it doesn't look that good. So, next. Again, same thing. It was a close call one. It was about Mario, but there was no effort. Settle It in Smash. Okay, the Settle It series. Okay. I am gonna put you strictly under B compared to the other Smash ones that I just graded. The Amiibo series seemed to look better than the Settle It. Next, this is another one of those thumbnails that I did not use yet because it was an LP I was going to do, but thought of something else, and it got canned and made way for something else. Now I like this one. Bowser's sweating. I'm you know, teasing him into poking the axe and stuff like that, and you know, it's cool. It's cool. So I definitely would put that in A. Okay. Face Down on Fire. This is another short but funny that I did. Face Down on Fire. Apparently there was a guy that was on fire. I peed on him, and he's fine. You know, this one, I gotta say, there was effort, not a lot of it, but it did make sense. So I wouldn't put it on D, I'd put it rather on C. Okay, this was for the music thing. It was for Rayman 3, because I wanted to test the song and see if I could use it on YouTube. It turns out that I can. So, there was no effort, but it was about the game in question. So, next. Okay. Now, this one was not even a thumbnail to begin with. So that's incredibly lazy. F. This was basically just a video. F for me, putting in absolute no effort. Next. Okay. So, this might be... So, I was going to do a VR Alone in Space skit, That's why this thumbnail was a thing. But I didn't know back then how to record any VR footage from the Quest. So this was for a skit that I was going to do. Small story kind of thing, but I didn't get around to doing it. But only because of its simplicity. It looks good because it's simple. But it makes the point that I was alone in space. So this gets a B. Okay, the questions thumbnail. I felt like I tried with this one, but it did not work. It was about questions and people asking them, but I feel like this one is more of a D. Next, this is another one of those pictures that had nothing to do with the video. It also was not a picture. It was part of the video. So this is another F. No effort at all. Next. Okay. This had nothing to do with anything. So again, this is another F. It was for a short but funny, but it didn't land very well, and you know. Alright, attention. This was a very basic picture, but it did get the point across that there was attention, that I wanted the attention because there was a thing going on. So at least it would be with these guys in the middle between E and F. There still was no effort though. The only effort I made was that it was about an announcement. Okay. F. This is another one of those videos that this is not a picture from. That this is not a thumbnail from. It was just a part of the video that they decided on it being the thumbnail. So F. No effort. And anything. Last but not least, anything. This is one of those that goes in between. I did say anything in the video, but there was no effort. EF. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I didn't hurt Deadly Black's feelings with some of these thumbnails being where they are. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you did or you just did, make sure to ring the bell so you can keep up to date with every single video that I do for this channel. Everything regarding me is in the description down below. Do check them out if you're interested. And do remember this, I don't want just you, but I want everybody to stay glitchy. Ciao, babies. I will see you next time.